The next one, before the meeting, make sure you have the correct Zoom ID and the password to be distributed. Now, who is in charge of distributing the info of the Zoom ID and password or the password? This is decided by your own club. In my club, it's the VPE. In other clubs, I know it was the VPPR. So it really depends on who is in charge of that. But make sure you know who is in charge of that. So we will not be counting on each other or waiting on each other whether the Zoom ID has been distributed or not. We need to know who is actually in charge of doing that, and the SAA is giving the correct information to this person who is in charge of distributing the info. Okay, so we cannot just rely on whoever remembers will distribute the info. No, we have to decide prior. But the original source of information is from you about what's the meeting link, what's the meeting ID, and what's the passcode. It's from you as the SAA. Log in to Zoom earlier. Sometimes open the room. What I mean is, sometimes there are people who open the room 30 minutes before. As the SAA, I would say it's quite forgiving. If you come 15 minutes early, it's quite early already. You don't have to be the first person to open the room, but make sure you come to the meeting earlier because there are some things you need to do before the meeting starts. Example, greetings, particularly to guests. We don't want the guests to feel excluded, so no one talk to them. So the SAA can initiate conversation. Hey, where are you from? How did you hear about our meeting today? Blah, blah, blah. Our theme, by the way, is about mistakes. So maybe you will be asked to speak in a table topic, something like that. Just small chat to make them feel welcome. There are clubs who choose to play instrumental music. That's fine. But the most important part of SAA's job before the meeting is you need to make sure all role takers have arrived before the meeting starts. If there are role takers have not arrived, you need to take a note of who they are. So check the agenda, check if the people is there, the people are there or not, and take a note of those who are not there. And then notify those matters of the meeting about those who are not there yet. Or those who suddenly said, cancel, I cannot come, something happened, and blah, 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 then you will be the one informing to the town that this person cannot make it. So they can make decisions there. Okay, maybe someone on the spot, or maybe the SAA can replace the person or something like that. Okay, so please take the attendance of all the role takers that need to present that day. Make co-hosts all the role takers who need to be the co-hosts. Speakers who will need to share presentations, all of this, make sure they get the co-host position, right, before the meeting starts. So we don't have to interrupt the meeting by, can you make me co-host? Something like that. It happens more frequently than we thought. Read the house rules of the club. Some clubs have house rules, some others do not. I have two clubs, one has a house rule, the others do not have a house rule, which is fine. But basically, house rule is telling people about if you want to see F1, go to gallery view. If you want to focus on the speaker, go to speaker view. Or please unmute if you want to speak and mute all the time. When it's not your turn to speak. All of these small rules are called house rules. You can choose to have it. You can also choose not to have it. Like I've said before, I belong to two clubs. One of them has house rules, the other doesn't. Next one is start the recording and choose the correct recording destination. So whether it's on cloud or computer. If you happen to be the one uploading it on YouTube, of course, record to computer. But if you're recording this for the PPR, record it to the cloud. So you can just copy the destination of the cloud and give it to the PPR, right? But start the recording at the correct time. As you have probably noticed earlier, when the TLI has started, suddenly during the middle of someone speaking, recording can start. right? It happens many times too. So make sure you click stop recording at the right time before the first person speaking, usually the president. During the meeting, share the agenda in the chat box. Sometimes it's the secretary's job, but bottom line is your club must decide whose job it is. You do not rely on someone will do it, someone will do it. So it's decided either the secretary or the SAA who will share the agenda in the chat box. Decide prior. Make sure incoming guests who come during the meeting, not before, they feel welcome. So you can talk to them in the chat box. Welcome, guest Julius to Indana Toastmasters Club. I hope you enjoy our meeting. Welcome, blah blah blah, to Brunei's Speakers Toastmasters Club. Hope you have fun in tonight's meeting, something like that. Just be friendly even in the chat box. You don't have to address them, interrupt people to just welcome someone. Just put it in the chat box. They feel happy. The SAA sometimes is the Zoom master. So this is again decided by the club. In my club, I have two clubs, Eagle in Bhinneka. In Bhinneka, I'm always the Zoom master. I'm the SAA, I'm always the Zoom master at the same time. But in Eagle, I'm the SAA is not always the Zoom master. So you need to decide as a club who will be the Zoom master. The practical reason of the SAA become the Zoom master constantly is you don't need to teach people how to do this early. Because if the Zoom master changes all the time, you will need to ask the person how, tell the person how to do it over and over again every meeting. But if you all the time, it's easy to do it because you're familiar already how to do it, right? For example, the Zoom master will spotlight the speaking role takers. The role taker is speaking is spotlighted all the relevant people. For example, the evaluator and the speakers who is being evaluated are spotlighted at the same time, side by side, for example. So this is if you happen to be the Zoom master at the same time. If your club has a guest book where you can take note of the guest details so you can invite them again next time, need to share the guest book on the chat box and encourage the guests to fill them out. Share a screen when needed and also take a group photo. So usually in a meeting, okay, who can take a group photo? Please can you help? Something like that. So it doesn't have to be happen like that. If you already decide who is in charge of doing that. After the meeting, stop the recording at the right time. This is the same principle, just like earlier, when is the right time to start and also to stop the recording. Sometimes after the meeting ends, people still stay back and chat, or they talk about the next meeting, who wants to speak, or more like a club business session. Probably this is not what needs to be recorded. This is not supposed to be recorded, so you should stop the recording before the club business happens, for example. And also stop the meeting. You're the last person to log out. And if you happen to have the recording in your hand and the photos, you give them to the PPPR so they can publish them or turn them into a poster or something like that, depending on who has this recording and the photos. During EXCO meetings, because SAA is part of the EXCO, of course, we are expected to attend the EXCO meeting. Just like when it's regular meeting, you will be the one scheduling the Zoom meeting and the settings based on the agreed time, just like what happened in the regular meetings. Open the Zoom earlier, share screens when needed, record the meeting, put them in the designated place to be received by the EXCO members. So the recording must be received by the EXCO members, so they can always refer it back to the meeting if you missed it or there are some details they need to look into. Take group photo, share it with everyone, and then close the meeting application when the actual meetings are done. This is our resources for us. And don't worry, after several days from this TLI, we'll get a link with the today's recording, this slide, and also more manuals and more resources on how to be the best SAA you can be. But for now, we just need to know that we need to attend the TLI part 1 and 2. Part 2, I think in January. And then if you think you don't know enough yet, read the manual from Toastmasters International. You can also talk to the previous SAA if you have problems, or if there are things you don't understand, ask the person who has done it before, and also attend. That is it. That is the end of the information about SAA. So before we address questions, where's the room assistant? Oh, Bisma. Bisma, how many more minutes do we have?
We have until 14 and 22. 20.
14. That's a lot of time. We still have time to even have lunch. All right, so let's address the question. Since these Toastmasters, you are welcome to say your questions verbally, not just in written, right? But for now, SAA from authors, Club, can you please explain your question? SAA.
That's me. Sometimes I notice when I do my SAA introduction at the start of the meeting, we do have some guests that I'm not familiar with that come a bit late. So I've already listed the guests before the meeting, but then there's some additional guests coming in while I'm giving my SAA address. So in that situation, how would I welcome the guests if they come a bit late during my segment?
Yes, actually, it's the fact of life that not everyone is punctual, right? Even during TLI. So it's almost expected there are always people who are late. And it doesn't mean that we should ignore them because they're late. Okay, it's your own fault, you're late, you missed information. Bye. We don't do that, right? So what we can do is at least talk to them in the chat box. Now, this is sensitive. There sometimes people are embarrassed talking in the everyone part because everyone can read our chat. But also welcome to private chat. Like welcome to authors Toastmasters meeting. I hope you enjoy the meeting. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. For example, right? Because
What about face-to-face meetings? That's where that's my discussion for is the face-to-face meeting for my meeting.
yes, okay. Actually, it's here. So I have the resources from Toastmasters. Sometimes the SAA, if there are people at the door, they will go out. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, depending on the setting, right? So I used to meet in this room, in a 3-dimensional room, and there's a glass to enter this room, right? So I can tell when someone is trying to looking in and then wondering whether they should get in or not because someone is still speaking, right? So the SAA will go out of the room and then talk to this person, and let's just wait until they stop speaking. Just usually it doesn't allow to interrupt. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, there's actually, I would love to show it to you. But any other than that? Suggestion.
I mean, first the SAA has to give an introduction of the meeting. The SAA starts the meeting, so he has to give an introduction. In authors, we always start off with an interesting introduction, and then we go to the history of Toastmasters, and I explain the house rules as well, and all the other clubs in Brunei. But during that segment where I'm giving my usual SAA script, what if someone comes in the middle of my speech? I mean, the guest. So that's what my question is actually.
Yeah, actually that's very probable. Let's see. I will try to share screen here. really hard to do it. Bismarck, can you help me?
Yeah.
I will put it in the chat box. Okay, for some reason, I need to close this. Right, so that's why. So this is the one from Toastmasters International. It keeps falling on me for some reason. Okay, right, so I will share it on a separate document, but in the Toastmasters manual, it says that SAA will welcome the late guest, basically. So need to get out of the room and then brief the person first, right? And then enter the room together. So that's the ideal, if you can see them looking in, right? So probably that's what I could do. Are you happy with the answer, or do you?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
More or less.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we have Brunei speakers. SAA. How will have a copy of this presentation? Yes. How to differentiate some roles with Zoom Master. Okay. SAA from Kidurong, can you please explain your question? The SAA from Kidurong Toastmasters Club. Are you here?
Toastmaster City, maybe?
Hello, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Just now, my question is because you mentioned about some roles we have to the task that you mentioned about uh, put the setting, the Zoom setting, all of that before meeting. So I'm just wondering how to differentiate the roles between SAA and Zoom Master, especially in this online platform? Or is it the same? How do, yeah, I think,
Thank you for the question. I think it's very relevant.
yeah.
Sometimes there's confusion between SAA and Zoom Master because in every club they decided differently. Like I said earlier, I belong to two clubs, Eagle and Bineka. In Bineka, I'm the SAA, and I'm always the Zoom Master. So this is just the club's decision, right? I'm the SAA, I'm the one starting the meeting, might as well the one setting it also at the same time, recording everything, blah, blah, blah. The practical side of this is that we don't have to train everyone who will be the Zoom master in the next meeting. Only one person in charge and it's enough to save time and resources. While in other clubs, like the other club Eagle, the SAA is not always the Zoom master. So can be other person. So it really depends on your club's decision. You can decide just like my Bineka club, the SAA is always the Zoom master, except when the SAA cannot come. Or just like my other club Eagle, the Zoom master and SAA are totally different roles. So Zoom master can decrease the SAA's responsibility. Okay,
Okay.
what your club? Do you differentiate between SAA and Zoom master?
Yeah, we separate it. Yeah, so that's
Would you
why,
like to be the Zoom master?
yeah,
Would you like to be the Zoom master?
yeah, I'm interested to explore the opportunity. But yeah, since I'm still new, so the president still give me some small steps, small roles first. I want to add Zoom Master in future.
Yes, actually, it's okay to just offer tell them your initiative. You know, I've heard from the trainer today, the SAA trainer today, that there are cops who make the SAA always the Zoom master. Can you please make me the Zoom master? Give them my presentation slides today.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes. Actually, I'm so used to be the Zoom master that even when I become a guest in other club, suddenly I'm trying to spotlight someone. Oh wait, I'm a guest there. I'm not master, okay? I'm not trying to mute someone sometimes. Oh wait, okay, I cannot mute someone. I'm just a guest here. I'm so used to be the Zoom master. All right, so ultimate SAA Ismail, can you please explain your question?
Hello, trainer. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I just find out that we have a new role called the chat master. Is that the same with the SAA in the Zoom meeting? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, probably you're not the only one who noticed this. Ever since we shifted online, suddenly there are so many new roles, right? We have the joke master, we have the chat master, even table topic evaluation just came up 1 year ago. So we have a quiz master who will ask you about who said this, who said what, something like that. Right? So it's okay if your club has a chat master. That's a brilliant idea. So no one will feel, for example, there's a speaker and no response, right? That would be really sad. So the chat master can be the one making sure everyone feels, what is it called? There's a reaction coming from the chat box. It's a great idea. I might steal this idea, but if there's no chat master, then the SAA is the, what is it called? Undercover chat master. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. Now let's go to
From Toastmaster Zainab from from UBD and
yes.
yeah, see
Please.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Yes, I was asking about, do we have to record every meeting
It
on
will
Zoom?
depends on your club. Do you do your club? Does your club record the meeting?
Usually no.
Oh, okay. Do you know the considerations whether to record or not?
No.
It's good to talk about it among the exco because while we are in an online setting, it's a great opportunity to record the meeting. Because, for example, if we want to see the progress of our students we record, try to record the meeting. You don't even have to publish it. Maybe put it in the Google Drive, where it's only accessible to your club members, right? But I think we'll welcome this idea.
Thank you. I have another question as well. What kind of information can we give our guests and members in terms of like house rules on Zoom?
Oh, I would love to share it with you. I hope we have time. House rules. I have my house rules from my club. I can also share it with everyone here so you can probably modify it and use it. Okay. Okay. So this is my. Okay, since we have a lot of time, let's ask someone to read this. Can I ask Rido from Nets to read all of this?
Okay, sure. Thank you. So let me read it a bit. Hi everyone. Are we set? Good afternoon or good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to Bhinneka Online TMC meeting. We are going to start the meeting. First, I would like to announce our housekeeping rules. For meeting suggestion, one, we encourage you to check internet connections, cameras, microphones, charging devices, and adjust your devices proportionally compared to your body height so that your face and your upper body can be seen clearly. Number two, please keep in mind that we are in a professional but supportive environment of Toastmasters International's meeting. We want to present ourselves the best we can. Be punctual is appreciated. During meeting rules, number one, please mute or turn off your microphone unless you're speaking. Let's minimize distractions and appreciate people who are speaking. in the event of emergency, the host can mute the participants. Please turn on your camera when you can. We want to see smiles. You're welcome to show gestures or such as thumbs up, nodding, clapping, etc. Number 3, try to look at your camera when delivering a speech. Number 4, before speaking, remember to look for the timer and pay attention to the time. During meeting suggestions, first, call out the name of the person you're referring to before start talking. Second, if you want to see everyone, use the gallery view. If you want to see the speaker, switch to speaker view. Then please welcome our president to open the meeting, Nathalie Jadi.
Yes, please welcome. So if you want this script, I will give it to you. Okay? Actually, right now in the chat box. Because sometimes the commission. Okay, this is not approved. I'm just gonna give it to you right now. Okay, can we go to the next question? Maybe the room assistant can choose the next person.
Okay, the next from Shukri from MI.
Oke, sebentar ya. Bentar ya. Oke, Simba bisa dipanggil nggak tadi?
Sorry. I'm trainer. Yes, I'm asking about what are the roles of SAA. You already mentioned before that one of the job is to take notes when the role takers are coming late or they cancel. While in my club, they usually it happens a lot of time. And is it okay? Or is it obligatory for SAA to fill the roles? And is it okay to take double roles since we are a corporate club? So yeah, they usually come late to the meeting.
Yes, actually, it's really a sad situation, but people in Toastmasters also the business people I know. Right? Sorry, I'm actually doing it. Can you guys see the housekeeping rules on the chat box? Yes. If you are using handphone, probably you cannot see it. But if you use PC or laptop, you can. Yes, about people who are late. Sadly, that's the fact of Toastmasters. Toastmasters are the busiest people I know in my other circles as well. So it's expected there are latecomers, right? So it's okay. Just take a note of who are late, match it with the agenda, right? So tell the Tom, this person, not here yet. Do you want to start the meeting or do you want to wait for that? Okay, we start the meeting. Start the meeting. Now, if the roles are somehow close to the meeting time, for example, ask counter will be asked to explain about the job, right? Right? Sometimes we can choose an interim ask counter. So, SAA, can you be the one replacing the ask counter until the person comes? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Double job, triple jobs. But when the person actually comes, just give it back to the person. Okay, please continue. Something like that. So that is that. Is there any other questions related to that just now?
From Toastmaster Adlan from Brunei Speakers.
Yes.
Okay, he asked. I will read the chat. Just add to that. Would you
maybe I could just take over?
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Right, my question was, usually we leave the door unlocked, but as you said, there will be latecomers, guests coming in, which might interrupt the speakers. So my question is, do we lock the door? But by doing so, I'm afraid that it's not as welcoming. What's your take on that?
Have you seen, you've been to a contest before, right?
I have.
Yes. So the SAA, if you can, sit by the door, but still join. Don't be, oh my God, SAA is like the saddest job ever. This is a thankless job ever. I'm just gonna tell you the truth right here. All right. So it really depends on the room layout. If the door is right in the front, that will make the SAA so lonely. Everybody else is enjoying the meeting. SAA is by the door at the front. Don't bother. Okay. Just when you see someone opening the door about to interrupt, you just go ahead. go to the person. Oh, sorry, we need to get up first, and then talk to the person, explain. I assume the person is a guest, that's why they don't know the culture of the club, that we should not interrupt someone when speaking, right? So when the person open the door, we just be proactive and come to the person, and let's go out together, close the door again, and explain. We need to wait until this person stops speaking and then enter, like that. So do not lock the door, please, because it might be a missed opportunity. Who knows? Probably this guest can be the newest member. Right? So I suggest you not to lock the door.
Since I still have the floor, could I just with a follow-up question and another question actually? I'm not sure if this is a normal occurrence for the other SAA. However, from what I noticed, that SAA they lack the respect that they deserve. That we are being treated um like housekeeping. Like they forgot that we are also an exco, we are also a member, but instead we're being treated like the cleaner and whatsoever. So how do you address this issue?
That's really interesting. Indeed, just like I said before, it's almost like a thankless job and saddest job ever. But to tell you the truth, this is actually something that needs to be changed. SAA is like the entry level for a job. Right? If you become the exco for the first time, usually they put you as the SAA. More like a training days, I would say. Right? But to tell you the truth, for example, Bhinneka Toastmasters Club, I chartered this club. Right? I chartered this club 1st of December 2020, just 6 months ago. Oh, sorry, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Time flies like crazy. Okay, 9 months ago. I'm the SAA of this club. This is the club I chartered, but I chose not to be the president. I wanted to be the SAA because what? I want everyone else to do their work, not me, for example. Actually, the SAA doesn't have to be the, what is it called? The busiest person. No, we're not that busy of person, especially in online setting, right? But the one who is busy is the TPE, PPTR, if they do their jobs, right? So let them do the job and just relax doing our job as the SAA the best we can. I actually do not think SAA should be disrespected, and I personally chose to be the SAA, for example, because I don't think SAA should be disrespected. Then if I think that way, then I choose to disrespect myself, for example, right? So this is totally not a good, not the correct mindset to think that SAA is the least junior of the exco, for example. I know some people here already just from the name, like Toastmaster Ikuyo, for example. She's quite senior in her club, but she's the SAA. So it doesn't mean an SAA is someone who is the most junior.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problem. Prisma, do you have one question?
Yes, we have 10 minutes and...
You're muted.
Oh, am I audible? Okay.
Yes.
Another interesting question from Toastmaster Ikuyo from AAA Toast Club. Is there possible to TI to arrange or prepare some training manual or some training session how to work as Zoom host as SAA?
Actually, that is a great idea. I wish they do that. However, I joined a VTM 2 months ago, Virtual Toastmasters meeting, and they did a training for as Zoom host. So it was really good actually, and I wish Toastmasters International extended to all clubs, because Toastmasters International that time only trained pure online clubs, not only clubs who meet online only because of the pandemic. So there is actually a training to be a Zoom host, but only for the SAAs in online clubs by default. not online clubs only because of the pandemic. So if you're interested, probably I can get recording of the training. I don't remember it was recorded, but I can try. Okay, Toastmaster Ikuyo?
Please, Madam Trainer, I actually really because before this COVID, I already candidated myself as a SAA. But in this age, I realize if I cannot work as a Zoom host, I cannot take the role of SAA. So I do want to learn. Maybe first bring it manual online. Then after that, we open some forum question and answer based on that. Because in your presentation, now we have clear idea what SAA on Zoom meeting, what to do. So to just focus to carrying out role of SAA on Zoom meeting, then you give some manual and question, some forum for question and answer. It will help great for us already. Now we are SAA. And the next is there will be more friends who want to become Toastmaster International division also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ikuyo. Actually, if we do not have this video from the Toastmaster International, I will ask our district to provide the training materials to be the Zoom host. The Zoom, right? I love to be the Zoom master. I'm the master of this meeting. Do not disinfect me. I will mute you, for example. I'm just kidding, of course. We do not just mute people as we please. All right, thank you. Toastmaster Ikuyo. Any other question, Bisma?
The last is from Toastmaster Zainab, but I guess you already answered by share the file. So maybe there are no questions. Maybe another question?
Okay. Well, while waiting, I would like to give one more tip. I just remembered it. When there's incoming guest on Zoom meeting, right? We just spot the person right away. No, sorry, not spot. A few seconds before, a few seconds after we join a meeting, our audio is on automatically, right? And it creates a lot of problems. Sometimes in the middle of speaking, there's a motorcycle because someone just joined the meeting. So there are two ways to do this. First, if you have waiting room, right? SAA can even chat, put the person in the waiting room, right? Put them in the waiting room, do not meet it first, and then chat the person first. Because in the chat box, there is an option, right? In the chat box, there is an option of waiting room as well. So you can talk to the people in the waiting room. You say, I will let you in 1 minute after the speaker finish, for example. You can also do that. Or if you want to admit the person right away, please make sure you mute yourself immediately when you have 5 minutes. Okay, got it. Okay. Please mute yourself immediately after entering the Zoom. Something like that. Okay? So address them in the waiting room. Does it make sense? You can imagine it, right? Okay. So that is what needs to be done to avoid interruption during a speech. Happens many times. Okay, so only 4 minutes left. Probably I will just summarize from what we learned today. So it's okay to be an SAA. It's not disrespectful job, right? It's actually a pretty important job, especially in online setting. But this is the actual document from Toastmasters International, right? So have a look. Maybe 1 minute responsibility. Who knows? Maybe we will go back to offline meeting in real soon. right? So this is our responsibility. And also, this is the skills to learn. And this is the summary of SAA. I refuse to read this because I'm sure it's easy to understand. Okay, that's it. Bisma, you want to close the session?
Okay. Maybe before we close the session, we can take a picture together.
Yes, Bisma is doing the SAA job. Let's take photo together, guys.
Please open your camera and I will take the screenshot. Okay.
No. Wait until everyone's open. Because they don't want the other ex-coast mad at them if their attendance is not counted. Let's go Kiduran Ultimate Atau Binjai. Oh, Binjai.
While waiting, can I ask a question?
Yes.
As a
Oh, you're muted.
sorry. In case of emergencies, if we cannot attend every meeting, how do we pass our role to? Like, who do we pass it, or do we have to attend every meeting?
Well, to attend every meeting is the standard, right? But of course, sometimes it's not possible. But usually, the president will appoint someone to replace the SAA when we cannot attend. So it's pretty normal. Just like when the president cannot come, the BPE will be the one in charge, opening the meeting. The SAA.
So it's not us giving the role to someone. It's just
No,
the
it's
president.
usually decided by the president.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Ready to take photo?
Okay. Ready or not? I will take. And 1, 2, 3.
Page.
And for the second page. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Thank you all.
Are you ready to return to the main room? Hi everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.